Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Deja Vu, and we are now on to the third set of MBC Game Hero and STX Seoul. And like the first two, we will be seeing yet another mirror matchup. In the first, we saw Washington lose to Light in a TVT. In the second, we saw Cal take down Hyun in a PvP. And now we will see Modesty for STX Seoul and Hyun from MBC Game Hero have a ZVZ on Battle Royale. I know it, for some reason it says Battle Royale, but it's Battle Royale. Battle Royale just sounds kind of stupid. I think it almost looks like they just forgot the E, because Battle Royale is just a great name and Battle Royale just sounds kind of awkward. Anyways, I have a tendency to just sit here and start going on tangents. Anyways, these two players are Modesty and Hyun. Hyun for MBC Game Hero is actually a pretty decent player overall. His ZVZ is actually 55%, 11 wins, and 9 losses. And for Modesty, he is a very, very new player. He's only played, I guess, 6 ZVZs, and he is 2 and 4. Not doing so hot here so far. And it looks like for STX Seoul Modesty, he is going to be in the top left, it looked like, in that peach, white, yellow, whatever that is. And then Hyun is going to be in blue at the bottom right. It is Battle Royale, so the start positions are very close to each other, which is why you see so many ZVZ games. You have, outside of your natural, you have these two assimilators, and I believe they work like the assimilators on Troy, where you, anything can pass through them as long as they live. Once one goes down, only small units, and apparently Hydralisk can go through, which Savior used against Firebat here, and I didn't know until I actually watched that game. And if you blow up 2, then the only thing that can go through, I believe, is ghosts, if I remember correctly, and yeah, whoever sees ghosts in the game anyways. And there's also like these random map artifacts like temples, psi emitters, random stuff around your natural and in the middle of the map that you can break and get out into the outer rings and try and, like, you can even like break down one of the psi emitters, come back through a temple, and actually get into your opponent's natural. And unfortunately, in most of the games I've seen, it has always, I think every game I've ever seen on this, yeah, it has. Every game I've seen on this has had a Zerg player, so it's always gone pretty quickly. You don't really get to see a lot of the map get used. Like, there's more bases in each of the corners. There's mineral onlys right outside the like the Battle Royale middle, I guess is what they're going for. But there's more bases outside that you just never see used. Like, I think in a lot of these games, like, you can just actually just take out like a third of the map, the outer third of the map, and just watch, and it wouldn't change anything. It looks like both players went for the same thing. It looked like an overpool with gas for both players. And yeah, I guess we're gonna see mirror builds again. I hope I didn't miss that. I might have. I hope not. But yeah, they're both getting a normal scout. A drone going out for that would be Modesty in the top left. I wonder if he's going to throw down a hatchery, and it looks like he is going to throw down a hatchery, which is always interesting in ZVZ, because unless you're J-Dong, who's god at ZVZ, throwing down a second hatchery means you just have that much more territory to defend against Mutalisks and everything, and it's usually a pretty dangerous thing to do. And Hyun actually going for his lair. I think that lair is going to get started before Modesty. Yeah, that layer is started before Modesty, and Hyun is actually going to send out a drone, presumably to also throw down an expansion. And Hyun actually only built 2 Zerglings instead of the standard 6, and he's going to break down his own assimilators, I think, wall himself in and make it so that way only Mutalisks will be able to attack him, and he will only be able to attack with Mutalisks. And we actually saw this earlier. I'm trying to remember the game I saw this on, but I definitely saw it earlier in a ZVZ where both players took down their assimilators. But one player made the better play and broke down his assimilators with his Zerglings in the middle of the map rather than on his side of the map. And that player was able to take down the psi emitter and get back into his opponent's base for pretty much for free, and do a little bit of damage that way. I don't remember who that was or what game that was, but that was pretty creative play. And what's his face? Modesty is bringing his Zerglings up towards Hyun's assimilator, but he's not doing any damage, and that assimilator is going to go down, and none of those Zerglings are actually going to do any damage. So all those Zerglings that Hyun Modesty made are going to do pretty much absolutely nothing, and Hyun is just going to turtle up, it looks like. I think Hyun actually saw the same match I did, and he's sitting at that Zelnaga temple waiting to see if Modesty's going to try and break it as well. But I think he's going to be well prepared. As soon as these Zerglings start attacking that temple, he'll be able to produce from whatever eggs he has available, he'll just produce a bunch more Zerglings, and he should be okay. And since his layer did get started first, he will get Mutalisks out a little bit early. I don't think it's enough that he'll be able to do much damage, but he will be able to get Mutalisks out to defend. That is actually a lot of Zerglings for Modesty. I don't know if he can take down that temple. He could take down that temple pretty quickly. Well, it does have 5,000 HP. It'll take long enough. So Hyun should have plenty of time to get more Zerglings or Mutalisks in the air and stop it completely, something along those lines. He's actually throwing out a Sunken Colony at his natural expansion, so I guess his timing apparently isn't that great. So those Mutalisks and more Zerglings are not going to be out in time, or at least he might just be being cautious, something along those lines. Second Assimilate or Extractor going down for Modesty, so he's going to go for 2 gas, and once this rush is done, he's going to have a lot of gas to work with, and Hyun is not actually throwing down his second gas. Spire going down for Modesty, and it's almost done. Hyun's Spire, I assume, is almost done, or actually should already be completed, I assume. Yeah, there it is. And the second Extractor is started for Hyun as well, so not too much of a difference in build there. But the advantage right now is, oh, that was weird. Modesty sent like 1 Zergling in and let it die to the creep colony, but didn't follow up. I don't know why he did that. And Modesty moving, and Hyun and Modesty are having a fight at this outside of Modesty's natural, or outside of Hyun's natural, and it looks like Hyun actually came out with 1 Zergling lead, so that 1 Zergling is not going to do anything, but they pretty much just canceled out all of their forces, and Hyun's Scourge actually able to take down one of Modesty's Mutalisks, and they're trying to chase down this other Mutalisk, and I think they might get it. 1 hit, the second Scourge is going to land. No, it's not going to land. Their Mutalisks are dancing, trying to survive. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. Hyun's only got 2 Mutalisks, so he's not going to be able to. Okay, so Modesty ended up just using his Scourge to take out his opponent's Scourge and try and keep his Mutalisk alive that way. But those Scourge did their job. They didn't. They killed 1 Mutalisk and also were able to take down some of the other Scourge. And Hyun moving in with another Mutalisk, he really should run away because Modesty's got more in the air right now, at least in the area, and wait until he gets some more reinforcements before moving out. And yeah, it looks like that's what he's doing. He did pull back, and both players have about 3 or so Mutalisk and a couple Scourge in the air just wandering around. That 1 Zergling for Hyun is going to move in and try and be a nuisance or something, but he really should use that in conjunction with his Mutalisks. Yeah, it's only 1 Zergling, but if a person isn't really paying attention, you can still kill a drone or 2 before they do, especially if they're mutomicroing. You can't really like look away from mutomicroing very long because it is so intensive. So I think that was a little bit of a mistake. He should have kept that Zergling alive, or maybe he was just trying to clear away the side. That's possible too, to make more Mutalisks. Either way, Mutalisk engaging in the middle. Modesty is trying to take down that Overlord, and good job there by Hyun to take down the Scourge before they could land, and I think Modesty did the same. I don't think too many Scourge landed on his either, and 1 may have, and more Scourge popping out there. Now they're fighting at Modesty's mate, and lots of Scourge in the air. I don't even know who's coming out ahead, but it looks like Hyun is out ahead. Modesty only has 2, maybe 3 Mutalisks left, and this should be GG pretty fast here. As soon as those Mutalisks go down, Hyun is just going to be able to sit there and start pot-shotting drones. I really don't think he should be chasing them away right now. I think he's just trying to get some drone kills while he can before any more Mutalisks pop up. But it looks like he's deciding instead to focus on the military. Either way, it works as long as you get your job done. As long as you do some damage, it works. And it looks like now he's going to try and pick off the Mutalisk as it spawns. He does. He gets it with 1 Scourge and then with the Mutalisk, and he's able to kill them all. And Modesty is forced to use his Mutomicro as well as he can, but he's not doing a great job of it. He's taking a couple more hits from the Hyun Scourge, and I think he's down to 2 or 3 Mutalisks right now. And I think he's going to go down pretty quickly here. The drones are starting to go down for Modesty. Hyun's doing a pretty good job, but the Scourge are out. 1 or 2 of them might have landed. Another one lands, and Hyun's Mutalisks are taking some damage, but he still has more in the air. He still has more Scourge in the air, and Modesty is just in for a world of hurt. They've killed a bunch of drones already. No drones are mining gas at Modesty's main. He only has the gas coming from one place now, which puts him at a huge disadvantage. And now the main mineral line is just going down. Oh jeez, Modesty should just GG here. He's lost way too many drones to get back into this. I mean, in a ZVZ, 1 drone can make the difference, and for him, he's lost something like 7, 8, maybe more already. And yeah, Modesty's going to keep trying here. He's just going to go for this brute force attack right here. More Mutalisks are coming in for Hyun, so this is GG. I don't know what Modesty is waiting for. He might as well just GG right now. I don't know if he thinks that 2 Scourges are somehow going to kill 8 Mutalisks. As far as I know, they don't actually do that, and it looks like he's just sort of like leaning against his keyboard, like, what the heck did I just do? What you did, Modesty, is you just got owned. Pretty much you went for a little bit earlier, more Zerglings early, and went for that temple break. That wasn't successful, so all those early minerals were not used as effectively as Hyun, and then Hyun just out-microed you with the Mutalisks, and he gets his win. So yeah, it looks like technically the better player in this matchup won here. So, and we'll be going to set 4. I will see you there. Bye bye.